Hey guys, this is Jim KN4YCD, and you're watching FEP Labs Radio. Today I want to talk about the ThumDV, and this device I got from Northwest Digital Radio. That's just not going to focus very well. This is a DV3000U. This cost about $140 brand new. I got it on sale for $99. I got two of them, and we'll talk a little bit about why in the video. Stick with us. All right, guys, this is the software that we're going to use with the ThumDV. And there are probably a couple other models of digital voice USB dongles. The one that I have is the ThumDV from Northwest Digital Radio. And I'll put a link below in the description. At the time of this video, these were about $100 a piece. And I believe I may have got them on sale. I think the normal price is about $140 each for these. And I actually bought two. I have a plan. We're going to use these with the Toad's digital multi-mode reflector, but I wanted to do a quick video on this and show you what this can do if you wanted to buy one of these yourself and play with it. So it's pretty straightforward. It basically replaces your digital radio. I thought I had that all the way turned off. Let me shut that off. And this is the app. And there's a couple other apps. Doozy is one of them, and then this is ThumDV. And there may be one or two more. I'm not familiar with all of them. And I'll put links to these apps also in the description below. But this app is called ThumDV, and it's fairly straightforward. It lets you talk on multiple modes, D-Star, DMR, and Fusion, as long as you have a compatible DV digital voice dongle. This essentially replaces your radio and the Pi-Star and joins them all into one function. Now technically you're not doing radio because this is all computer over the internet. However, this is something that you could easily put on a laptop or even a tablet, as this device will work with Android and I believe it works with Android. I don't know about iOS. The Windows app is what I have here. It also works on Linux as well. So anything that you can plug a USB dongle into. The application itself is fairly straightforward. I've been playing with it and had it already configured. So I just kind of wanted to walk through our config real quick and give you a quick rundown of what's in the config. So of course, my call, when you plug in the device, it will come up as a serial port. I need to tell it which serial port. And then some options for saving the log and changing our colors on our screen. Unless you are using it with a radio, this part here we can just ignore. It can be used in conjunction with a radio. Of course, latitude and longitude, what language you want it in. And then it's down to you're going to configure what modes you want. So I want to come up with XLX 687 alpha. There's what module I want. There's what reflector I want. And I can enable APRS functionality or not. And right here, I can turn it on at start. So here's our Brandmeister settings, what I'm using. It'll also connect to DMR Plus, so on and so forth. And again, we can turn this on at start. There's some advanced settings that I haven't tinkered with, and the documentation is available online, so you can easily read that online. Honestly, I got this going without reading any documentation. If you're using DMR Plus, you can select your DMR Plus master. As I don't have that selected, this setting is irrelevant. You can use Fusion, and it wants your grid square for that. Again, enable it start. What reflector group you want, YSF or FCS, and you can choose either one of those. Ambi, we're going to have Ambi. This is a little strange, but this is the same COM port as the general settings. So if I'm using serial port 12 over here under general, I'm going to use serial port 12 here under the Ambi settings. This is the model of the stick we're using. This particular one is an Ambi 3000. my DMR ID, the baud rate. This is server functionality for using an MB server over the network, over the internet. This is what we'll be using for the Toads reflector, is this functionality. It'll be hooked to this DV stick into a computer that is internet attached so that it can do the D-star processing. And then PTT keying. If you have an external device of some sort, you can hook it up either serially. Well, I guess serial is your only option there, and I don't have one. So that's our basic settings. Once you're done with all that, you save it, and then you come over here, and then I can turn on, this has to be on, serial has to come on first. Oh, actually, before we do that, you come over here, and once you get over here, we need to make sure that our audio devices are set up. So what are you using for a microphone? What are you using for speakers? Obviously, headphones would be better. From the update option, I can update my host files and call database with current information from various sources on the internet. And then back to our menu. And then that's it for that. So to use the program, I'm going to turn on serial first, and it should come up and it determines that I have an AMBI 3000 and it's listening. And then I can pick a mode. And so I picked DMR. DMR works a little different. It went ahead and connected me. I come over here to AMBI and I put in a group number. And since this is a public group, I'm going to select G. If this was private, I'd move this little slider and select P, hit enter, and I'm connected to it now. So if I key up on my DMR radio, as you can see, that is connecting. So that's pretty straightforward right there. We can drop DMR before someone calls me back. D-Star works much the same way. I can tell it what reflector I want to link to, and I have it pointing at
Not linked. Link REF0303.
I have it linked now to 30 Charlie. And if I want to transmit on any of these, this is my transmit button right here. This gets, you click it and it slides over, and that enables transmit, and you click it again to turn transmit off. I suppose you could do some sort of macro function with the space bar or something, but that's not set up. Yes, it is. Space bar transmits. I just thought to try that, and it does work. That's excellent. So you can set your audio settings, DMR and D-Star, both your speaker gain and your microphone input gain.
And for YC, I didn't get it all. WD6EWE.
Let me pause this video. I'll be right back. Yeah, good talking to you, man. Thank you for the QSO. I appreciate it. KN4YCD clear. So hopefully you guys were able to hear that QSO I just did over D-Star. Inadvertently, I smashed the spacebar and somebody saw me key up and came back for a QSO. So the device will do DMR, D-Star, and Fusion. As you just saw, there was D-Star. That worked out pretty good. And it works the same for Fusion. So, it's pretty straightforward. Once you get it configured, it'll work. The question you're probably all going to ask in the comments, or at least one or two of you will, I know, is can I do all three at one time? That's a darn fine question. So we're going to turn on Fusion, and we're going to turn on DMR, and we're going to turn on D-Star. Okay? Now, it only shows D-Star, but that's the last one I turned on. So let's turn them off. Let's turn on D-Star first.
Not linked.
Obviously, she's connecting. Let's turn on Fusion, and let's turn on DMR. So I think it's going to the last one connected. And up here on the screen, it shows DMR connected to the Brandmeister Master 3102. And yeah, I'm on DMR because it took that key up. I don't have a Fusion and a D-Star radio handy right now. And it says DMR down there for the mode.
Not linked.
So anyway, that's all I've got on this video. Really, I just wanted to show you guys this thing, and you know, you saw the picture of it. It's literally a small board on a thumb drive, and it's working really well. So the plan is going to be that these are going to go on an internet connected computer, so we can get D-Star on the Toad's digital reflector. In any case, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you got something out of it. If you would, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed and click the bell so you get notified whenever I post any new videos. 73, y'all. Have a good day.